I am back, and guess what? I'm doing something a little different, just switching the game mode up. Yes, I'm on Capture the Flag. Now, let me tell you about this game mode if you haven't played it yet. This is once again a 50-50 game mode. The reason I say that is because I find that you either get the noobest lobbies ever, like you're finding level 1, just got the game today playing. I don't know why they picked this game mode, but you get a lot of those guys on this game mode, or you get some greasy spawn trapping teams. It's 50-50. So if you get into a game, you're likely to either begin spawn trap or wrecking people. Now let's go ahead and talk about the strategy I'm using on this map. Now, the first thing I was doing is because I don't know if I've played a lot of Capture the Flag on this map, so I was just trying to get a feel of the way the team is playing. That's usually my first step. I like to get a feel and see what the enemy team is doing. You notice I went to my what I call my traditional spot. I go right to that window and I try to lay people down. Now, the reason I backed out the window is I had a teammate up there. Although I took his first kill because his aim was bad, I didn't want to get in his way because I hate when people do that. So I decided to go ahead and switch it up. Now, I was actually going to come here and try to camp out in their spawn, but that block is high. Look at this. I don't know how I survived that. That was luck. So what I'm doing at this point, I'm watching my teammate above me. I want to see what happens with him. Look, it looks like he's going to engage in gun battle. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and back up. Also, if you notice, they've come for the flag. 2 people, 3 people now. Look, he got blown up. So that lets me know, you know what? Maybe it won't be a bad thing to be a goalie. Look, I've been doing 2 different things in all game modes. I've either been staying in the back or I've been pressing up. I actually have a gameplay where I decided to play like some of these greasy guys talking about me. I'm not going to name them by name. So I decided to play like them. And guess what? I dropped a V2 rocket. All I did was I pushed up, got into the spawn, and did the same techniques, but up in the front of the map. But you know me, I like to sit in the back. I don't know why. I like to be more of a goalie. I don't know if it's because it's something that flusters people more. How many people you hear? He's sitting in the back of the map. You know what? I'm defending the back of the map. Matter of fact, I was on Capture the Flag. This was last night. I was on Capture the Flag, and this guy got in the lobby, and he was like, "Why are you camping?" and blah blah blah. And, you know, I explained to him, I like the strategic aspect, and the dude started going off on me. He ain't no strategy, blah blah. So I was like, okay, next game, let's see what happens. Next game, I spanked him. This was no lie. I had more kills, I had more defense, and I actually ran the flag, and I did it just to prove a point to him. So we get into the lobby, and I'm like, I have more points than you. See, I can run the flag if I want to. I was like, but I don't have to. But I scored the winning touchdown. I had plenty of defense and more kills than the guy. And it wasn't to try to, prove anything to him like I'm a better player, because the guy was pretty good. It was just like, look, just because a person plays a certain play style doesn't mean they're not capable of playing another style. We choose to do what we want. Now, some people have to, some people choose to, some people like to mix it up. And that's why I'm playing Capture the Flag. I like to mix it up. A lot of people ask me, why don't you play more TDM? You guys, I get bored with TDM real quick. I don't know why. TDM is just, look, that's a fail. I cannot hit anyone with this rocket. TDM is fairly boring to me. I don't know why. TDM, when I get into it, the game mode it seems really slow to me. I don't know. I like objective-based game modes because the people keep coming to feed. When you get TDM, even when people are camping, or even if they're not camping, it's the same, type of slowness. They like to anchor down in one spot, and I'm not knocking that. It's just to the point where, okay, if they're anchored, I'm anchored, somebody has to run. And then, too, sometimes you get these teams that just rush and they run you in a circle and they take everybody out. I don't know. TDM, it's not a hard game mode. I just don't have a lot of fun playing it. For me, at the end of the day, objective-based game modes have always been my thing. Just going back to the beginning of COD, whether it was kill confirm or whatnot, I just like the fact of, this, look, I'm going to get a little bonus. I return the flag. I don't know how many returns that is, but I am a good goalie, and I am proud of that. So I'm laying these guys down, and I'm doing techniques I've showed you other times. Look, I'm standing to the back of the map. I got a trip mine on the flag. I got a trip mine to the back so they can't flank me. And I'm watching this lane, and look, I'm on a merciless. Now, I'm not doing anything the game doesn't give me. I'm not cheating. I'm just playing smart. I know a lot of people have a hard time with that concept. If you notice, from time to time when I'm rotating, a lot of times I'm picking up my trip mines too. And I'm putting a thought process in everything I do. They keep coming down that right lane. Guess what? I'm not prepared right now. I got a guy there. He's going to beat my trip mine. I got a trip mine on the flag. I got a trip mine over to my right, but I know they keep coming this way, so I'm trying to give them a different angle. See, look, the guy was going exactly where I was at. That's the point I'm making. That guy was going to come lay me down. Sometimes as a camper, you got to outsmart these guys. I take pride in that. Look at this guy. He's trying to steal my swag. He see these trip mines working, and he wants to get a little piece of it. So once again, I'm being cautious. I'm creeping my head out because what happens is people will adapt to you. Look at this guy come to the right, get laid down. They'll get used to what you're doing and they'll just sit there and wait for you. It happens all the time. And so I always try to be one step ahead of the game. One step ahead of the other players. Look, I see these people dying right here in front of me. It's obvious they're going to come this way. And look, I get a nice kill at the buzzard. And look at that. I finished that first round 14-0. All I did was play smart. I first pushed up. I was going to try to flank their spawn, and I noticed the way they were playing, it made more sense for me to be a goalie. If I wasn't a goalie, they would have got the flag. And I noticed that a lot when I play capture the flag. Sometimes when I push up and I want to move up, guess what? They're constantly getting the ball. But when I'm in the game and I play goalie, that doesn't happen. You know, somebody has to play goalie. Someone has to sit back, unless you're playing in a party in which that, you know, case you guys can communicate, let each other know what they're doing. And so if you want to move up and go for the spawn control or the spawn trap, you can. So what I'm doing right now is I'm feeding off my teammates. I've been watching the way my teammates are playing. I'm watching the way these turds are playing, and I'm just adapting. And look at this, this recon, I've been keeping these recons all up. I don't know, but that missile right there, I failed with that missile. I just can't seem to kill anybody. I should have had 4 or 5 kills with that missile. So right now I'm waiting for the recon drone to kick in, and I notice people are coming this direction. Look, my teammates, they're all over to the right. So I'm not worried. While they're sucking up that right lane right there, see straight ahead, and you can see them on the mini map as well. The left lane is wide open. And look at that trip mine I put there, and it was just instinct that someone may try to flank. And I put it here, and guess what? They would have flanked me if it wasn't for that. Look, I got a teammate calling them paratroopers. At the end of the day, it's just about playing smart. A lot of times I get in this rocket because I really do want to see where these guys are coming from. I want to see where they're at on the map. And once again, another fail. That streak has been worthless to me. And look, see, there you go. Ooh, gotta be ready. Look, somebody's trying to steal my swag, though. I see you guys. Look, watch this. He's trying to put a trip mine where I put a trip mine. Nope. I hope his trip mine weaken him up and mine kills him. And I got some guy laying here. Why? I don't know. Now, when I played this side of the map, the other map I'm really good at staying behind the goalie, but with this one, I like the way I got to keep my gun pre-aimed. I heard somebody. I like to put a trip mine there, and I actually like to stay up here and shoot them as they come from the other direction. But look, I hear that guy. Oh, look at that turnaround trip mine. I know I didn't shoot him, but that trip mine took him out. I can hear him. See, that's all I do. I'm using the tools that the game gave me. I'm using them effectively. I'm putting them in spots that matter. And I'm paying attention to stuff like people with airborne or people that may shoot them out. You know, it's good to know that. It's good to adapt to that. Because if someone did have airborne and they ran through and they killed me, maybe once or twice, they may get away with it. But that's where the adaptation part comes in. So maybe I'll bait them with the trip mine. I'll put trip mine in areas where they think they'll come, and if they do get past it, I'll still kill them. You know, the thing is, it's about adapting, about playing smart. Look at this guy here. I'm not even worried. Now I got to be careful. My teammate's carrying the flag. Wait, no, oh, look at this. I got this barrage. Now, let's see that to the right. See, I have a hard time. I know this sounds crazy. Because I'm colorblind, I can't tell when someone has the other flag or when my teammate has the flag. I got to look on the map, and I got to look for like a triangle. That's the only reason I know the flag is where it's at. And look at this. Once again, my teammate's over there to the left. He's going up the lane. For some reason, I got some guy AFK right behind me. And so what he's doing is he's controlling our spawn on accident. Because he's laying there, people are going to keep spawning right there. Because he's like, look at this guy trying to steal my swag. He's next to me, but his gun skill's not ready. And look at this. Once again, I'm just rolling these care packages. Sometimes when I play capture the flag, I actually go with the higher score streaks because the score streaks come so fast. This is what I'm expecting when Dom XL come out. Look at this. I'm looking around. I don't have any protection. I don't have my guy sitting over there. I don't know who that guy was, but he's been over in that corner. Look, get back over in that corner, son. You're my warning system so I don't get shot in the back. And see this guy with the flag, he's just racking up points. You know, people get mad. Speaking of that, I had a guy. This was maybe a game or two ago. I got into a lobby. And for some reason, everybody tapped out. It was a full party, and they got mad. I was going in on a full party. They tapped out. So they left like 1 or 2 guys. So I went and got my flag. But I wouldn't run into the base. So I have a guy the whole time yelling at me, run the flag to the base. I'm like, no, let's wait for the lobby to fill. In the meantime, I'm going to streak up. And that's what you do. When you have that flag, you get so many points. Now, don't get me wrong. The action comes to you. That's why I'm kind of trying to stay away from that guy. He's going to bring the action. Look, let me go ahead and double trip mine in case someone tries to flank pass. And I'm going to go right here. Look, I'm feeding off this guy. I'm feeding off where my teammates are. Look, I got teammates to the right. I got teammates to the left. But as he pushes the flag around, they're going to come after the flag. It's just the instinct of the turds. Now, let me go back to what I was saying. So I'm holding a flag. A guy is mad at me. Guess what? The lobby finally filled. At the end of the game, I'm like 29-1. He's like 6-1. He was just mad. Oh, V2 rocket. I love when I get these rockets and I'm not even chasing them. You know what? It's just a matter of staying alive. That's all it is. I stayed alive. I played smart. And guess what? I dropped a V2 on Flak Tower being defensive. Look, I just tried to see how many in the lobby. Look, I only got 2 kills. I don't know why. They must have killed the guys before. But if you notice when I pulled up that lobby, that's another point I want to make. I don't know what's happened, but ever since they put the DLC into regular rotation, these lobbies are trashed. They have trash connections. Did you notice there was a red bar, a person with a red bar? That's happening every game. It's 1 to 2 people red barring, and it's really, really affecting the connection. Look, I done failed on all these. Can I get one? Ooh, nasty. And I'm unstoppable with the vicious. Let me go ahead and drop this just for the points. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but a lot of times the lobbies are unplayable. So what happened is we get into it with a party. The whole party was red barring me and Jimmy. Jimmy started looking at their names and kind of pulling them up. All these guys were from Brazil. I don't know if the player base has dwindled or if there's no servers. I don't know what's going on, but Sledgehammer, you got to do something about that. Look at that 2 bar, 1 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar. I pay way too much money for my internet to be having to deal with this. It's crazy. The lobbies have just become toxic recently as far as connection goes. But anyway, we still out here, y'all. Capture the flag. This is Saken. You know what to do. I am out. Let's go.